Welcome, everyone, to the Believe in Bengal podcast. Adam Pac-Man Jones couldn't be with us today, but in his stead, we have Hall of Fame safety Steve Atwater joining us today. Steve, how you doing, my man?
Oh, man, Saab, I'm doing great. I'm glad to be on with you. I appreciate the invite. All is well, except for we didn't get the win yesterday.
I know. And we're going to get to chop that up. But first, I want everybody to know that today's show is presented by Bet Online. We're back and better than ever. A new web interface for the rest of the NBA season and more props, odds, and lines than ever before. Online remains the number one spot for all of your basketball and football action this season. Head to the new updated desktop or mobile website to sign up today and receive your 50% welcome bonus on your first deposit. Just use the promo code BELIEVE50 to receive your bonus. From basketball, football, NHL, boxing, UFC, Vegas casino games, don't wait to take advantage of all of the amazing offers available for the 2021 season. BetOnline is the fastest and easiest way to bet all of your favorite sports. BetOnline, where the game starts. Let's get back to, of course, 11 years in the National Football League. You spent 10 seasons with the Denver Broncos, and I know you're doing some work there with them now, doing some broadcasting. They keeping you in-house, Steve. First of all, tell everybody what you've been doing with the Denver Broncos.
Well, my official title is Manager of Fan Development. With that, I do some interactions with our sponsors, season ticket holders, some of the team's partners. Matter of fact, we got a few different businesses that we're going to go around to tomorrow and kind of spread some holiday cheer.
That's great.
It'll be me, the cheerleaders, Miles, and a lot of folks in the sponsorship department. We did it last year. It was a lot of fun. And so we do some of that, some community service stuff, interact some with the players, not very much because of COVID right now.
Mm-hmm.
And then just a couple of shows that we do throughout the week. It's a real fun job. Have a great time doing it. And love it here in Colorado too.
Well, you've always represented the Denver Broncos very well. 10 of your 11 NFL seasons as a Hall of Famer with the Denver Broncos and a two-time Super Bowl champion, man. With everything that was meant to be done, you did it, and you did it with great class and dignity. I want to talk about this game Sunday in Denver. The Cincinnati Bengals went down there. Both teams had a 7-6 record, Steve.
Yeah.
And I'm going to tell you, they were as evenly matched as I've seen any two teams trying to get into this playoff race. In the end, what proved to be the difference?
Well, I think just Joe Burrow's mobility, and also you guys were able to make a big play when you really needed it. I think that was in the end, that's what decided the game, and also made some clutch field goals, and defense played extremely well. I thought our defense played well. Offense did okay. That's kind of the way we've been doing. We've been a little bit up and down offensively, unfortunately. And then with the injury to Teddy Bridgewater, I'm sure that affected a lot of the guys just in terms of, wanting him back out there and concerned about their quarterback. But I thought July came in, did well, especially the first series where he was able to connect with Tim Patrick on the touchdown pass. But we just didn't have that rhythm that I think we needed to get over the hump.
Yeah, you mentioned it, that 56-yard touchdown pass to Tyler Boyd, that kind of broke the game open. And I'm going to tell you, man.
Our backs there, boy.
Oh, and you know what? I was really surprised because you guys, this was as tough a game for the Cincinnati Bengals, given the talent they have in Joe Mixon, Joe Burrow, Tyler Boyd, Jamar Chase, and T. Higgins. I'm going to tell you, man, the Denver Broncos defense matched up with them as well as any defense I've seen all season long. Because I was kind of concerned. Patrick Surtain, man, he's playing well. You guys got a safety tandem that I think is as good as any in the National Football League. So what were you expecting coming into this game? Patrick Surtain, obviously, that first-round pick, I thought he would be locked up with Jamar Chase. And so I really wasn't sure how this thing was going to shake out, man.
Yeah, neither was I. I was thinking it was going to be a game where the team that was able to move the ball offensively would be able to win the football game. but both teams, it seems like throughout the season, they've been up and down. You guys have experienced that. I saw the game when you played against Baltimore. You guys dominated Baltimore and then came back and lost against some teams where you feel like you should have won. And we did the same thing. We went into Dallas and played the Cowboys extremely well. And, we've gotten up for some big games, but some of the other games where I feel like I thought we were going to come in and dominate, we really didn't play as well. Yeah. So I thought that, hey, it would be kind of evenly matched there. And it was that. It was actually kind of boring the first half. But, once the second half got going, things picked up a little bit and got a lot more exciting. But still, I think it was a well-matched, evenly matched ball game. And, I know, fortunately for you guys, you were able to come out with the win. Unfortunately for us, we took the L, and our playoff chances have diminished quite a bit.
Yeah, I think the Bengals feel lucky to come out of Denver with a 15-10 win. And it seemed like things did change. First of all, our hearts and prayers go out to Teddy Bridgewater. Understand he's doing well. He's resting in the hospital. But, man, why was things able to I think the arrow was pointing up once Drew Lock came in, and I know Teddy is a great leader for that team, but Drew Lock is a high draft pick for this team as well. So why is Teddy Bridgewater the mainstay at the quarterback position? Because I think a lot of Cincinnati Bengals fans are saying, man, when Drew Lock came into the game, things tend to turn in the Denver Broncos' favor.
Well, I think Teddy Bridgewater is, super consistent. He's a low risk quarterback. You saw yesterday, he will put it up down the field, but not as frequently as a lot of fans want to see it.
Yeah.
Whereas Drew Lock, that was kind of his thing. He's going to put the
ball
up.
He's slinging it.
Yeah. He's not afraid to put it up and give the receivers a chance to make plays on the ball. And I think that's one of the frustrations that a lot of fans here have had is they, from what I've heard from talking to people is that, they would like to see Teddy Bridgewater put it up a little bit more, give the receivers an opportunity to make plays on the ball. And just like Drew Lock, he threw it. It looked like Tim Patrick was covered. He was covered.
That's right. That's right.
Great receivers, they make plays on the ball. And he did that at that point. And I think Broncos country was happy just for a short period of time there. But yeah, I think that overall, when you look at Teddy Bridgewater's game, though, he's again, you look at his stats look great. He's got a good grasp of the offense. He gets through his reads, gets through his progressions and all that. And I think at least in training camp, I think Drew Lock was having a problem getting through the progression, getting, first 1, 2, 3. I think he was having some issues with that. So, and again, he's a calming force in the huddle, in the locker room. And you saw the guys that were down on the knee because they respect him not only as a football player, but also as a person. So he's really won over the hearts of the locker room and the coaches and, a lot of people here in Broncos country. And I'm pulling for him. We're all pulling for him. 100%.
Yeah.
So now it'll be Drew Lock's chance to step up and show what he can do. And I think he'll come in and do a good job.
The Denver Broncos, you guys were really the first defense, Steve, that Jamar Chase didn't get you. He done got everybody, Steve. I mean, it's one deep ball after another almost every single week.
Yeah.
And but he didn't get you guys. But the guy who did get you is the guy who's been lost in the shuffle, Tyler Boyd.
Yeah.
He ended up getting you. And so I want you to kind of talk about that. And where is my man Jerry Jeudy? Because I've been waiting for him to have the same kind of season that we're getting from Jamar Chase.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what, going into the game, we knew that you guys had an explosive offense. You got the weapons. And I think in addition to Joe Burrow having a lot of natural skills and talents, he's got playmakers all the way around him with Joe Mixon there at the running back position, Jamar Chase, Tyler Boyd, T. Higgins, and then Uzoma at the tight end position. You guys got playmakers all around the board.
Yeah.
And, we knew we were going to have to come out and play well. And we feel like the defense did that. But yeah, we at the beginning of the season in training camp, Teddy Bridgewater was connecting with Jerry Jeudy quite a bit. We thought they had some good chemistry going on, but Jerry Jeudy got injured early in the season, and I think I don't I don't know if they
slow.
got back to that point, right?
It's slow, huh?
Yeah. But, really and truly, I don't think we've, really maximized the potential of any of the receivers, because both Cortland Sutton, Tim Patrick, and Jerry Jeudy, all playmakers. Then Noah Fant and Albert Okwuegbunam at the tight end positions, they're playmakers as well. But we just haven't been able to, get a concentrated number of targets to any one of the guys. And I can imagine it's probably frustrating for them. And it's a little bit frustrating. I'm sure the whole offense is frustrated. But hey, I don't know the answer. I don't know what we need to do to get it on track. But I know the guys want more targets.
I'm gonna tell you, man, this game was as concerning as any game that the Bengals have had this year, because people need to understand the Denver Broncos got a lot of young talent, man. We just named Cortland Sutton, just was awarded a big time contract, well deserving, right? Tim Patrick's got an extension. We know about Jerry Jeudy. I think he's still going to be a star in this league before it's all said and done. Noah Fant is as good of a tight end as you're going to find, a young tight end as you're going to find in our league. And so the quarterback is surrounded. And, we didn't even talk about Javonte Williams and Melvin Gordon, man. Yeah, exactly. You guys got a tandem of running backs that will rip teams to shreds. So I can tell you right now, for a Bengals guy, I was really concerned coming into this game. Now, here's the difference. That quarterback, man, Joe Burrow is special.
Yeah, he is.
And while I like Drew Lock, I like his daring, his willingness to push the ball down the field. I'm a big Teddy Bridgewater fan. I think he does play a little bit more conservative, but he takes care of the football. And as defensive guys, we'll take that guy, right? But man, so I want to hear, Joe Burrow, I know what we see. I want to just kind of hear it. And many of our Bengals fans, I want to know from a guy like you, who's a Hall of Fame player, what do you see in a young quarterback like Joe Burrow?
Yeah, he's a young guy. You can tell from watching tape that he's the student of the game. Yeah. He knows where his receivers are. He throws a beautiful pass, and he's mobile in the pocket, and he knows when to run it, knows when not to run it. And we were able to get some pressure on him, but for the most part, he evaded some pressure as well, and was able to get out of some sticky situations. I remember him throwing the ball to Joe Mixon on a short route where we had pressure on him, and also getting out of the pocket and getting a pass down the field. I think it was a holding call on that one, though. That's right. Yeah.
Hey, man, he pulled a John Elway yesterday, and I'm going to tell you what I mean by that. And this is a young quarterback in his second year. And I remember, man, if John was the kind of guy that if he saw you was in 2-man and all the underneath cover guys turn their back to it, he'd just take over runs. You saw Burrow do that yesterday, right?
and as a safety, you like, run.
I know, man. I know. And so I think that's just playing at a very high level. I try to get some of the Bengals fans to understand how this guy's got a football IQ of a veteran quarterback. And that really bodes well for him. I got one last question and we'll kind of get you out of here, man. A couple of weeks from now, the Bengals are going to play the Kansas City Chiefs. And I know you guys know all about what it's like playing against them Kansas City Chiefs. Back when you played, you guys were beating up on the Chiefs. Now
I wouldn't say all the time. It was
back and forth, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And now they've been beating up on the Broncos. I checked, man. They don't won 12 in a row against the Broncos. You guys got to do something about that, man. But how does the Bengals beat a team like the Chiefs? What are they in for? What are some of the things that you really got to pay attention to in terms of playing complementary football? How do you beat an Andy Reid, Patrick Mahomes football team?
Well, it's tough. First off, you got to contain Patrick Mahomes because in the clutch situations, either he's going to run the ball or he's going to hit Tyreek Hill or Travis Kelce, two of the greatest offensive weapons in the game right now. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire is running the ball extremely hard. And they have a good offensive line, man. They have a squad, and they had some problems early on in the season, but it seems like they're picking up momentum.
That's right.
Right at the perfect time for a season. This is the time when you want to be peaking, and they're doing that. The Bengals going to have their hands full, but the way you guys play on defense, the weapons that you guys have on both sides of the ball, though, I think you got to dig deep just like you did against the Baltimore Ravens. The Ravens are a great ball club as well. If you guys come out and are hitting on all cylinders, anybody's beatable, on any given Sunday.
That's right. That's right. That's right. I always say when you're playing against a coach like Andy Reid, a quarterback like Patrick Mahomes, Steve, the best defense, you got to keep him on the sideline, man. When you run the ball on him, Patrick Mahomes over there can't get on the field. You're playing keep away. You're winning time of possession. Right. Your offense has to help your defense in a game like that, right? To keep Patrick Mahomes off the field, that means your offense can't be scoring quick or having 3 and outs, right? They've got to sustain drives. It goes a long way into helping the defense. And the defense is now rested and healthy. And if you keep the ball, if you limit the number of snaps for Patrick Mahomes, it's kind of like in baseball, the fewer at-bats, man, the fewer opportunities he have to hit it out of the park.
No, I think you're 100% right with that. Fortunately, we were able to run the ball against them. Just offensively, we weren't able to, put the points up that we needed.
That's
but
exactly
I thought our defense keep them in check, kept Patrick Mahomes on the sideline. I think we had like a 10 or 12-minute drive. And,
that's right. You did.
It was super frustrating for them. And you can see Mahomes on the sidelines, kind of facing the sidelines. That's where you want him.
He don't like it,
when he's
man.
on the field, he's going to cause some damage.
That's right. That's right. He's going to do his thing. Hey, man, I want to thank you for taking the time to join me. We appreciate you. Appreciate all the great work that you're doing in the Denver community. I have ties in the Boulder and Colorado area, man. I know how much they love you there, because you've been such a great representative and such a great professional. We appreciate you taking the time to join us on the Believe in Bingo podcast today, okay?
Hey, Wasabi, man, anything for you, every time we talk, we always have great conversations, and we got to catch up more. I appreciate you having me on.
All the best for you, man. Take care, and we'll see you soon. All the best.
See you soon.
All right.